Breaking news tonight. Officials confirm the loss of a satellite during routine operations. There is no risk to ongoing missions.
The last telemetry frame was clean, no warnings. Transmission stopped at 0412 UTC.
For 7 months, the incident file remained sealed without review or comment. The orbital path showed no impact, no debris field, and no recorded collision. Multiple sensor bands spiked at the same moment across independent systems.
We recalibrated the instruments twice, and the same pattern appeared again.
There was no distress signal, no gradual decay, and no warning of failure. The satellite continued transmitting normally right up to its final moment.
This is Dr. Elias Thorne. We're told the satellite was lost during routine operations. But what the satellite recorded does not resemble a routine loss.
It wasn't the loss that drew attention, it was where the loss occurred along the track. The trace behaves normally, then tightens into a rapid instability within a single timestamp.
If it were a routine dropout, you'd see noise first and some packet loss before it goes quiet. This one ends clean.
The system stayed online, the channels stayed open, nothing came through. The system logged absolutely nothing after that exact moment. No errors, no warnings, not even a heartbeat. It just stopped. The destruction occurred exactly where Atlas's projected path intersected the boundary of the solar wind. This specific location was not chosen at random. It clearly implies a carefully planned intersection.
The orbital behavior at that precision doesn't behave randomly. We couldn't reproduce it as a natural failure.
What we were shown looks like interference. But interference doesn't stop cleanly.
To close a file like this is not analysis, it is a decision made to stop asking questions.
Officials say further analysis is underway. Details remain limited at this time.
Once the file was closed, the system moved on as if nothing had ever been lost.
We confirm that Object 3I Atlas is merely a naturally occurring interstellar object.
They used the same language then, and they're using it again now. Different incident, identical script.
The system was active, the channels were open, there was simply nothing coming through. They didn't explain what happened, they removed the evidence that it ever did.
That's strange. Real system failures leave noise. This one didn't.
Silence like that doesn't explain itself. Someone explains it later.
First, something passes through, then the traces disappear behind it.
We can confirm there was a temporary communication interruption. Analysis is ongoing. At this time, there is no indication of an external cause.
But the public demanded an answer, and under that pressure, the official story began to fracture.
It's just a rock, a naturally occurring rock. There is absolutely no cause for alarm.
That panic carried a cost. It revealed more than any confession ever could.
They were not afraid of losing the satellite. They were afraid of what made it disappear.
The telemetry showed more than a push. It recorded the signature of an intense electromagnetic field, a force capable of altering space without contact, a clean elimination. The satellite was gone, but the shadow of the weapon remained. The shadow remained not in the lost data, but in the records they chose to ignore.
We found the exact same anomaly in files marked unsolvable noise from the 1980s. The electromagnetic shape is unmistakable.
This was not a new incident. This was a recurring pattern of elimination.
They didn't just ignore the pattern. They built systems to filter it out. The conspiracy is a design choice.
Atlas was the message. The pattern that followed, the erasure, the silence, is the history of the reply.
Every time an instrument got too close to the truth, the data became noise. Clean, consistent noise.
The satellite was destroyed to blind the present. The archives were erased to silence the past. What appeared as noise resolved into structure, and structure implies intent. The anomaly fits nothing we've catalogued, not debris, not sensor noise. It resembles conflict. The pattern originates from the ecliptic plane. It is not random, it is directed. The satellites were never the objective. They functioned as an early warning layer.
We're blind. We lost our eyes in the dark. There's no surveillance left in that quadrant.
They said the price was low. But the cost of denial is the loss of situational awareness.
The satellite's removal served one function: to ensure silence if the next step occurs. We are observing the closing phase of a long operation. Earth remains unresolved.
It wasn't a warning. It was the preparation phase of something much larger.
The terror lies in the timing. Each elimination precedes something from deep space. Atlas did not break the pattern. It followed it without the slightest deviation.
This operation began decades ago. What was hidden was not meant to protect us, and it preserved access.
We searched for evidence of life. What we found instead was evidence of intelligence.
The countdown makes no sound. With the last sensor layer gone, Earth stands exposed.
This is not a rock. It is an intelligence. And it does not negotiate.
The silence is the answer. The path is clear.
They completed the job. The question is not what they are doing, it's what we do blind.
The denial failed, but its failure created something more valuable than truth. It created evidence of coordination, not panic, but deliberate alignment across systems. At that point, we stopped searching for debris. We waited for what would answer the silence. The satellite's silence was not an accident. It was the condition required for what came next.
It is intelligence. And it does not explain itself. This was Dr. Elias Thorne. We will continue when the silence breaks.